you told her what I told her, like you will filter.
I don't owe you any loyalty to filter anything.
Part of the reasons why my marriage broke was because of Linda. I wrote that my daughter was for another man. Reached out to her. She did not care. Daughter has two so when you sit down there to say you want to slap me, I would kill for my daughter.
Now, seriously, I mean, for some reason, I think Iyabojo intentionally, told this big secret about Laura because I felt like she wanted to get back to Laura. I feel like this big tell was a big, payback to Laura for not coming to that beach party. If you ask me, this is just my candid opinion on this basketballs. So guys, the basketballs that we've all been expecting, the Real Housewives of Lagos is here. Is here. And I mean, it's really, really hilarious to watch these women really showcase their feminine prowess. I mean, oh my god, there's so much to talk about. You guys, welcome back to my space. My name is Julie J. Welcome to another update on the Real Housewives of Lagos. Guys, there's so much to tell you in this video. I hope you're ready for the gist. You guys know that this is like a weekly series. I just hope we could have this, we could get to watch this like every single day because there's so much to talk about. I mean, these women, hey, they're full of drama. They're all full of drama. So I mean, right now the whole beef has been explained. I mean, we all have been looking forward to seeing this beef like expose itself. So it's no news that we all know that Laura and Chioma have big beef. And we kind of know that Iyabojo is not really cool with Laura. You guys know I've been saying stuffs about it looks like Laura is trying to stand out. But hey, now we know why. She's been acting all funny and weird. And I'm going to be giving you the whole gist. Now, to get the best of this, guys, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Turn on the post notification bell. Of course, be with me. To get the best of this video, guys, I always advise you to watch to the very end because I try as much as possible. I take my time to create these videos. I take my time to make it visually appealing to you. So what I'm going to do is just to show more of pictures in this, and then you get to hear and see some of these things yourselves because you guys know I can't play the whole video. So guys, let's get into the gist proper. So for clarity's sake, I'll take it right from the last episode. And the last episode, we actually saw this 4 ladies, right, without Laura at the beach party. And there was this game that was played. Now, guys, in this particular episode, we saw a lot of scenes. And the first scene we actually saw was actually, seeing Iyabo and Laura, have a meetup. And in the meetup, it was in a salon where Iyabo Ojo was like, you know what, I need to meet up with Laura so that she can explain herself. And, right there, we're expecting to see some kind of drama between these two ladies. But none of that happened because it was quite amusing to see that Laura was actually saying the opposite. Like, she was saying a lot of nice things to Iyabojo. She actually said that she was a fan of Iyabojo, she respects her, and that she was sorry that she didn't attend the beach party because she wasn't friends with some people that came to the beach party. So it was that kind of vibe. And Iyabojo went for that to ask her why she felt like that, and she said it was the vibe she got, that she and Chioma were not that Chioma was trying to give her like the vibe of high on a formal level, that she was expecting something more close because they were friends. So in total, Iyabo kind of understood what Laura was saying, and then they were on good terms. And then conversations continued, guys. And, eventually we actually saw Laura opening up, saying that, that Tiana had actually told her what had happened, and how they had played their games and the things that were said and blah, 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 And then Laura made this statement saying that she would have slapped Caroline if she had the opportunity, because of the ugly things that Caroline said. So that was like the first big hit to Iyabojo, and that was where that conversation ended. And then the other meetup we actually saw, aside from that, we now saw the scene where Tiana was at her workplace with her husband Shegun, the guy with the mask, and we were working with Maria. They were doing a shoot for her with this paper dress that looked very lovely, and we also saw we saw Chioma and her family have a meetup and all that. And then they were talking about family, food time. It was just fun, Chioma and her family. Then we also had this conversation that actually happened between Iyabujo and Choma, and Choma was like, you know what, because of all the things we ate when we're in the beach house, we need to go work out. Choma is all about exercise. And so they agreed that they were going to go for a workout session together. And eventually, they actually did meet up and they had their workout session. They went for jogging. And while they were going for that jogging, that was where the conversation now stretched. And then at the end of the day, Iyabujo explained to Choma, I actually spilled the tea, told Choma everything that Laura had said, saying that Laura said that she would have slapped Caroline if she had the opportunity or if she was close to Caroline at that moment. And so that was the second hit because Choma didn't take it nicely and she was like, that was a gross thing to say, blah 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 blah. The whole thing ended there. And guys, the next scene we saw was the bohemian party that Caroline actually organized, and she invited the ladies to come over. Those ladies are just having this meet and greet and have this little meetups just to vibe together more. And so guys, that was where the whole thing got spilled out. That was when we got to find out exactly what the beef between between Laura and Caroline was. And at the end of the day, the gist spilled. The first person who arrived at the party was actually Hiabujo. Caroline was really, really looking like one Egyptian princess. Very nice, cool setting party. And then, after the pleasantries with Hiabujo, the next person that hopped in was Laura. And I was quite excited. I was quite amused that Laura could be the second person at that venue, And then the third person we saw who hopped in was actually Choma. Chema was looking all flamboyant in an all-white gown, and then she had a lot of flowers in her hair. She was really looking pretty, and Caroline went over to say hi. She came in. Everybody was just sharing pleasantries, but Laura wasn't saying a thing. In Laura's head, Choma really looked very ugly. She was overdressed. She was doing too much. Yabojo was making a joke out of the whole thing. Had to get some piece of flowers and placed on her hair. Just trying to imitate how Choma looked. And then the last lady who joined them in for the party was Tiana. Tiana came in all black. It was just the two fashionistas coming in the very black and white attire that really made me look at them like, okay, these guys are in for drama. So it was all Choma looking all white and Tiana was looking all black. And according to Yabujo, she looked like the Red Indians. So guys, after they were seated and they were having their cozy conversation, that was where the real basketball started. And guys, the summary of the whole thing was, Caroline was like, we missed you at the beach party, blah blah blah. It would have been nicer if you were there. And then Laura, came with the attack mood. I mean, before then, Laura had actually felt, everybody was already saying that, Choma came with the bad vibe. Like, I'm very sure maybe her mood kind of switched when she saw Laura already seated and Caroline's party. So I felt like Choma was already coming with this mindset of, this is a hypocritical setting. How can you not like somebody? How can you say you want to slap somebody and you're sitting in their party? So I felt like that was the vibe Choma was having, because when she came in, she had the mean face. Laura talked about it. Yabuju talked about it. So the drama, really, we're all expecting the drama to come from Choma, but it didn't come from Choma, guys. It came from the two people. And then there was this back and forth conversation about, when Caroline had talked about missing Laura at the beach party, that was where the tea was spilled, And then Laura was like, why did you say the things you said? You'd have said it when you saw me, blah, 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 blah. And then when that altercation started, guys, that was where the whole thing got spilled. And, Yabujo was like, I told Choma what you had said about Caroline. So it was more like Caroline, Choma was not the person who spilled the whole thing, saying that Laura wouldn't have said what she said and all that. How can you say you're going to slap somebody, blah 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 blah. Like, that was where she got pissed that Laura said she was going to slap Caroline if she had the opportunity to do that. And so guys, that was where the whole mess started up. Just for you to get the vibe of what happened, you guys listen up for yourselves.
From the very moment I got married, Linda was on my, and I loved my husband even till today. Do you freaking think I'm happy to be divorced?
So guys, from this altercation, we can actually tell where the beef really is. So we actually, for Laura and Caroline, guys, we didn't even know this beef was this deep. until, Yabo just said that she felt something was deeper than what they were sharing. And, right there, we could tell the full story. So the full story of the whole beef, the summary of it all is that Laura is saying, you know what, don't talk about my sister. You guys are talking about Linda. I'm not even interested in that. And Caroline explained that Linda Ikeji, who is a popular blogger in Nigeria, was the person who made her marriage crash. That she had blogged so much about her, about saying that Caroline had a fake age. She had talked about Caroline's daughter not being the husband's child. Like the blog was probably maybe just more to damage Caroline's image, and probably ended up doing that. And then Caroline was really hurt. She talked about her daughter who had a hole in the heart. All that conversation, Caroline really had it hot with Laura. And I think the only reason why this thing didn't escalate or get messier than it did was that Laura kept her cool. Because I'm just here, imagine if Laura had also, brought out the energy that Caroline was bringing, it would have been a really hot mess. So eventually, anyways, we saw Laura really apologize to Caroline, but Caroline was like, you know what, this apology is not genuine, so I'm not taking it. She said Laura lacked empathy, even when she talked about her daughter having a hole in the heart, that she lacked empathy, and all that and all that. And so, guys, the vibe was just, it was off. And, that party, that really mini party was just where all hell broke loose. And so, guys, literally at this point, we can now tell what the whole thing is all about. And then they talked about, Laura also, Linda Ikeji also sharing part of the story, at Tiana's masterclass. They said they had met up in Tiana's masterclass and that the cold beef had been there. So, guys, this is definitely one of the most interesting conversations we've had so far in the Real Housewives, because now we understand why Caroline's marriage failed. We now know that it was because of the information. According to Caroline, it was what damaged her marriage, that she really still loves her husband. And hey, I'm like, okay. I mean, I hope this reality show gets to bring back some goodies into their life. Maybe gets to help them reconcile with their past histories and all that. But hey, guys, this is literally everything. This is the full story of what happened. And guys, the highlights for the upcoming week looks like the spotlight is going to be more on Laura and Chioma. So my big question is, why is Laura bringing in all the drama in this very first episode? I mean, it's been Laura. You guys, I mean, it is what it is. But this is part of the things that happened, and we're looking forward to so much more in the show. I mean, guys, that was a lot. That was a lot of gist. A lot. And I don't know, but who is your realist looking at the Real Housewives of Lagos? Like, who is your realist? I mean, are you feeling Yabojo? Are you feeling Tony? Are you feeling Choma? Are you feeling Laura? Which of them are you really feeling right now? Like, let me know in the comment section, guys. I don't know, but I'm really loving the vibe. I mean, it's really legit, candid, real, and fake. Real, the realness we see in everyday women. Guys, I don't know, but it was just so much fun watching it, and I hope you guys are enjoying this updates that I'm giving to you. If you're following the channel, if you're following this reality show, let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Guys, this is literally it. I'll see you guys in another video. For now, thank you so much for your watch time. Bye bye, guys.